a young man who makes a deal with something, well, something demonic, all to avenge his brother. But the price he has to pay is his own soul. We're going to explore the true, horrifying cost of vengeance.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. How far would you go for someone you love? What's the line you wouldn't cross? It's a question that one young man has to answer, and his choice, well, that choice is at the very heart of this chilling story. For him, the answer is found inside the walls of a place just like this, a boys' hostel with a pretty nasty reputation. It's supposedly haunted, a place where a history of cruelty has left something dark behind. All right, so let's meet our main character, Samir. He's a freshman, totally new to the city, and you can just feel how scared and alone he is as he steps into this intimidating hostel. And right away, he gets a warning. Watch your back around the seniors. So you can see right away what the setup is here. On one side, you've got Samir, the new kid, basically the perfect target. And on the other, you've got the kings of this little kingdom, Vicky, Rakesh, and Jatin. These guys are infamous for their brutal hazing rituals. It really doesn't take long for these two worlds to collide, you know? The seniors wake Samir up by splashing ice-cold water on his face. They try to force him into this humiliating public ritual. But when he pleads with them, they just come up with a different, even more twisted challenge. He's completely trapped. Choice 1, suffer total public humiliation and act like a rooster for them. Or, choice 2, take a dare that's specifically designed to terrify him. Spend 10 minutes inside the one place everyone avoids, the Forbidden Room 37. And see, this isn't just some dumb dare. It's pure psychological torment. They're using the hostel's own ghost story as a weapon against him. They hand in the key and tell him, with this twisted smile, that the real fun begins at midnight. Samir is terrified, obviously, but what else can he do? He accepts. What starts as a really cruel prank is about to spiral into something much, much more real and way more deadly. So, midnight hits. Vicky's watching on a video call as Samir pushes the door open. The first thing that hits him is the smell of rot, and just then, the call drops. In the pitch black, he hears footsteps. A window slams shut, and then something grabs his leg. He screams his head off, only to find Jatin and Rakesh just laughing, filming the whole thing. They're taunting him, threatening to post the video everywhere. Humiliated, Samir just shoves past them and bolts. But as he's running down the hall, a real scream echoes from room 37. It's Rakesh. Vicky finds Jatin standing outside the door, pale as a ghost. Jatin is in total shock. He swears something they couldn't see just grabbed Rakesh and threw him out of the window. And this is only the beginning. A week later, Jatin is killed in his own room by some invisible force. The revenge is systematic, it's supernatural, and it seems like nothing can stop it. Which brings us to the final confrontation. Vicky is the last one left, and he's just consumed by paranoia and fear. He corners Samir in their room, absolutely convinced that this timid freshman is somehow behind it all. Vicky grabs Samir, starts choking him, screaming accusations, but the boy he's holding, he's not the same scared freshman from last week. He isn't crying, he isn't pleading. No, he's smiling, this horrible, wide smile, and from his eyes, blood starts to drip down his face. Vicky just stumbles back, terrified out of his mind. And then, the thing wearing Samir's face speaks. Its voice confirms everything. This isn't some random ghost. This is targeted. This is revenge. But revenge for what? This prank wasn't that bad, was it? And this is where we get the final, tragic piece of the puzzle. The motive for all this horror? It was never about the hazing that night. No, this whole thing started a long, long time ago. Remember September 11th? The creature asks. A year earlier, Vicky and his friends had cornered another freshman, Samir's younger brother, Naveen. They thought it would be a funny joke to push him near a window, but Naveen lost his balance. He fell, and he died. Samir was completely destroyed. Naveen was the only family he had left. He knew who was responsible, and right then and there, he made a vow. He was going to get revenge, no matter what it cost him. So you have to be asking, how did a grieving teenager unleash this kind of power? Well, he found a book, an ancient forbidden book. And in it, he learned how to summon something called a ghoul, a demonic spirit that literally exists to carry out revenge. But it always comes with a terrible price: the soul of the person who summons it. He performed the dark ritual. At midnight, he drew the circle, lit the candles, and chanted the words he wasn't supposed to say. And something malevolent answered his call. To seal the deal, he offered a drop of his own blood. In that exact moment, his life was over. His soul was no longer his.
So you see, the thing standing in front of Vicky isn't Samir. It's the ghoul, just wearing his face to finish the job. It snaps Vicky's neck without a second thought. And with the third bully dead, the revenge is complete. Samir's debt has been paid, and his soul is lost forever. The ghoul just recedes back into the pages of that ancient book, waiting for the next person so consumed by revenge that they're willing to make the same deal. Samir got his justice, but at what cost? He sacrificed his very soul to punish his brother's killers, which leaves you wondering, who really paid?